Let's talk about AI without panic, without pressure, and without the assumption that you need to become a tech expert overnight. Because the future of work isn't about humans competing with machines. It's about humans learning how to work alongside them, confidently and thoughtfully. And if you've ever felt unsure, uncertain, or quietly anxious about how AI might affect your role, your career, or your relevance, I want you to hear this clearly. Feeling unsure does not mean that you're behind. It means that you are paying attention. Today, we're having a grounded, honest conversation about AI, one that centers people and not panic.
3, 2, 1, yeah!
Welcome back to Office Optimism with me, Sharala. Let's start where many people actually are, even if they don't say it out loud. For some, AI feels exciting. For others, it feels overwhelming. And for many, it quietly raises questions like, will my skills still matter? Am I going to be expected to know things that I've never been trained for? What if I can't keep up? These questions are incredibly human. Research consistently shows that when technology changes quickly, people don't just worry about tools, they worry about identity, value, and security. So let's normalize this. Uncertainty is not a weakness. It is a natural response to change. And here's something important. Most workers are not being asked to become AI engineers. They're being asked to adapt how they work, not who they are. Feeling unsure doesn't mean that you failed to prepare. It means the environment is changing faster than the narratives around it, and that is not on you. So let's reframe what AI actually changes. One of the most helpful reframes I've seen is this. AI doesn't replace jobs, it reshapes tasks. That distinction matters. AI is very good at processing large amounts of information, spotting patterns, and automating repetitive or predictable tasks. What it is not good at is understanding context, making ethical judgment calls, navigating human emotion, or deciding what should matter, not just what can be measured. This is where humans come in. Think of AI as a very fast assistant, one that can draft, analyze, summarize, or organize, but still needs a human to ask the right question, interpret the output, apply it thoughtfully, and take responsibility for the outcome. This is why empathy, ethics, and judgment matter more, not less, in an AI-enabled workplace. Automation handles efficiency. Humans handle meaning. Now, let's chat about practical reskilling, human skills that matter most. When we talk about reskilling for an AI-ready workforce, it's easy to picture certifications, courses, or complex training plans. But some of the most future-ready skills are ones that you can practice right where you are. Let's focus on the following 4 skills. First, adaptability and learning agility. This isn't about knowing everything. It's about being willing to learn something new. At work, this might look like trying a new tool without expecting mastery, asking, what can this help me do better? Or being open to adjusting how you've always done something. Adaptability isn't speed, it's openness. Second, critical thinking and problem solving. AI can generate answers, Humans decide whether those answers make sense. This skill shows up when you question assumptions, look for nuance, or ask, what's missing here? A simple practice that you can implement before acting on AI-generated information is to pause and ask, does this align with our values, goals, and real-world context? That pause is powerful. Third, communication and collaboration. As tools become more advanced, clear communication becomes essential. Humans still explain expectations, navigate conflict, and collaborate across differences. Practicing this means clarifying intent, listening before responding, and translating technical outputs into human language. AI can assist communication, but humans create connection. Fourth, emotional intelligence and ethical judgment. This may be the most critical skill of all. AI doesn't feel, it doesn't carry responsibility, and it doesn't experience consequences. You do. Emotional intelligence shows up when you notice how change impacts people, how you respond with empathy, and also how you make decisions that consider both outcomes and impact. This is leadership at every level. And speaking of leaders, let's look at this through the leader lens, creating safe learning cultures. Now let's talk about leadership, formal or informal. In times of rapid change, people don't need leaders who have all the answers. They need leaders who create psychological safety, give permission to learn out loud, and model curiosity instead of control. A leader might say, I don't have this fully figured out yet, and that's okay. Let's learn together. That one sentence can lower fear dramatically. When people feel safe to ask questions, experiment, and even make mistakes, learning accelerates. And that's how organizations stay resilient. So what is the vision of the human-centered future of work? Here's the optimistic and realistic truth. AI gives us an opportunity to design better work. Work that reduces burnout by automating low-level tasks, creates space for creativity and connection, and allows humans to focus on what only humans can do. The future of work doesn't have to be colder or more mechanical. It can be more intentional, more humane, and more aligned, but only if we stay engaged instead of afraid. We've now made it to the joyful point, your pause for perspective. Wherever you are, breathe in and slowly exhale. Now gently reflect. Name one human skill you already use every day that no technology can replace. Name one area you're curious to learn, not pressured, just curious. And name one small step that you can take this week to stay engaged with change instead of afraid of it. Breathe that in and let it settle. You don't have to predict the future to be ready for it. You just have to stay open. Now for the Office Optimism focal point. Working alongside AI isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully human in how you think, lead, and connect. If this conversation helped to ground you, like this video, make sure you're subscribed, and share it with someone who might need reassurance today. Thank you for being here with me, and until next time, keep shining. Bye-bye.